All right, stream. Hello, hello. I'm so excited that today we'll be having our Overwatch teams. Let's go. Some not our full roster of teams, but we'll have some of the teams on today. But hello, my name is Morbid Mind. You can call me Morbid Morbs. I'm the CEO here at Xzile Esports, and I'm very excited to be chatting with our Overwatch team. This is a long time coming. And you know, they're really excited to be here and chat with you guys. Hello, Bad Wolf, Ave, and Jolly. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you all have any questions whatsoever about Overwatch or being a competitive player or anything like that, you can obviously add that into the chat and we'll go ahead and get to them. But I do have a couple of questions to go through with our Overwatch team. So I'll be following somewhat of a format today, and if there's anything extra, we will get to either at the end or like while we're kind of going through it. So like I said, I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm gonna undeafen now and bring in our teams so you guys can meet them. Hello, hello.
Man, I'm jealous. Your room looks so cool.
Hello, hello.
I'm
remembering I have not shaven or anything, but sure.
I got nothing in my room.
Cheese is in the chat. Let's go, Cheese. Alright, let me fix up the stream a little bit to make sure I get everyone's POV. But yeah, I'm super excited. Oh, let's go. Wait, face reveal? Face reveal!
Yeah.
Let's go, Charlie. Well, I'm happy to have you guys here.
I needed to clean up the facial hair a little bit, but it's fine.
No.
Oh, mine's real scraggly. You can see how bad mine is.
Yeah, can relate.
At least you'll have the neck beard going on. I've got the neck beard. I've got
relate.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm super excited to be here. Again, we are Xzile Esports and we are doing our first episode with our Overwatch teams. So we'll be talking a little bit about Overwatch, a little bit about our players, a little bit about mental health, and a little bit about Xzile. But if anyone ever has any questions, you can put it in the chat and somebody will remind me to go back and read them. But yeah, we'll get to it. If you guys want to introduce yourself and kind of let the chat know who you are, what your role is here, and maybe something a little bit more about you if you stream.
Yeah, I'll go first. I am Bad Wolf. You might see me in the Twitch chat, badwolf_FPS. But I am the team captain for the Revenants team, and I am also the flex support player for the team as well.
Woohoo!
Damn, multitasking.
Okay, Bangu, you can go. Sorry.
My name's Bangu. I also play Overwatch 2 for the Reverence team. I play at Sky. That's about it. I stream occasionally.
You stream quite a bit. You said like occasionally, but you stream quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I stream most of our scrims.
Yeah.
Some days I don't because I lack self-confidence in myself.
Oh, no.
Because I think
And he knows I'll pick up the slack when he doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's a team effort. All right, Johnson, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Johnson. Very quiet. I like killing things on Overwatch. I'm good at it, and I like playing for this team.
Let's go. You don't stream, but you make some YouTube edits, right?
Every once in a while, I think.
Let's go. All right, Jolly.
Hi, I'm Coach Jolly. I am the coach for the Coven team. And yeah, I've been coaching for about a year now. I started in the collegiate scene, and then I currently coach obviously here for Coven, and then also for the U.S. Army esports team. before I was a coach, I was a flex DPS player. I played a lot of Sombra and Tracer. Those are the two I was most known for. But obviously, flex DPS, yeah, you have to play a few heroes. It's really, it's really all there is to know about me as far as coaching in Overwatch.
Awesome. Thank you guys for introducing yourselves. Yeah, well, that was one of the first. So I know I've talked a lot about like how my background is more in Apex, but that was my first thing. I'm like, damn, Overwatch has so many heroes and things to choose from. So I think it speaks more to your skill and your ability to like be able to play different heroes as well, and like pick up and change so quickly. So you guys are amazing. So I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about like how you guys kind of formed and got into the team. I guess the podcast is for people to get to know you all, but also there might be some people in chat who want to know like, how do I get on a competitive team? What does that process look like? What are some things that like I might need to know to try to get on a team? And I know that the process has been different, especially between the two teams of Coven and Reverence. So, yeah. Whoever wants
Anyone
to.
want to take the stage?
I'll go ahead. So I've been playing since the open beta, but I originally got into scrimming, I want to say 2019-ish. It was just a gold Mercy main at the time. But I found scrimming a lot of fun, did it on and off, and then I took a long hiatus until Overwatch 2 came out. Played for a bit, then had to stop due to mental health. And then came back again, and I was looking for teams because I wanted to scrim. I found it fun, and I was able to meet Valentine. Went through the whole application process. We did the tryouts, and they were eventually able to offer me a spot on the team as the flex support, which I took. And then when the team kind of went through a whole bunch of I don't want to say rebranding.
Roster changes.
Roster changes, that's it. When the team went through some roster changes, the old team captain left, and they were generous enough to offer the position to me, which I so graciously took, and have been doing my best to support the team as team captain since then.
And you've been doing a great job. We appreciate you. What about Pingu? What's some of your background and like, or advice, I guess maybe you would give to someone who is like trying to get into a competitive team?
I mean, I started playing Overwatch pretty recently. Like, I think I only played Overwatch 2, so I never really played like Overwatch 1 that much, and I've only recently started to like want to go competitive. So I tried out for my college team, didn't make it. So my friend sent me some discords so I can put the looking for team on my stats and tried out for a couple teams, and now I'm here.
Awesome. What about you, Johnson? I know you also kind of went through the college route for Overwatch.
Yeah, I started playing Overwatch around Season 2 of Overwatch 2, so I'd never played Overwatch 1 before. Afterwards, I went ahead and when I tried out for my college team and played, and it was, as collegiate groups and teams go, like, they can be ranging from really high to low elos. So eventually over the summer I wanted to scrim at a range that was comfortable, or slightly less comfortable for me. And so I joined Xzile for a bit to see how it is and such, and I liked it enough to stay for a while. My recommendation for anyone who's like willing to like go the competitive route of Overwatch is put yourself out there, no matter like what your rank is or anything of that regard. Just keep fishing for opportunities, and don't forget to strive for better if you need to. If a team is holding you down, or if you feel like you can go higher, feel free to like ring higher. I know for me personally, whenever I get the chance, I'm always trying to ring to try to get extra scrims in.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea of like making sure, like it's be comfortable with being uncomfortable, so that you can like get better, strengthen yourself as like a player, but also I think like playing with different people also helps with your communication, the way you play as a team, and just knowing like what's best for you overall, as well. But
Yeah, and
go ahead. Sorry.
if you're gonna go more, I just wanted to add something on. But yeah, exactly what Johnson said. Do not be afraid to push yourself and go higher. My first time, like I had my team way back in the day. We all started low and we ended up getting really high together, but uh, I ended up just being unhappy with them at some point, and so I pushed myself, tried out for a team I thought I had no shot making, and I ended up making the team and scrimmed with them for several months before all of them just ended up quitting the game entirely. And yeah, push yourself higher. You may be surprised with what you can do and how other people view you as opposed to how you view yourself.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Jolly, I feel like you have a different like experience too as well.
As far as like how we all became a team.
Yes.
So it's actually kind of funny because how I ended up coaching these girls is I can't remember if it was the academy or the JV team that I was coaching at the time for the for the college I was coaching at, which was University of Wyoming. Um, they scrimmed against the girls back when they were part of a different team, and both teams really liked each other. Um, and we ended up in a situation where we scrimmed against them, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the death of the ELO Mastery Discord server, which I don't know if any of you were aware of that server or were in it. It was a big coaching community. It was all designed around like educational content
Yes.
for the community to use to improve upon. And I was a part of that Discord, but it eventually died. And I decided to like make my own little version of that Discord server. Obviously, nowhere near as successful because I don't have the resources that big name coaches had. But I did my best, and I invited the girls over into that Discord, and eventually they reached out to me and asked me to coach for them. And at first I was a little hesitant because I was like, I was busy and everything, I ended up really hitting it off with them, and I really enjoy coaching for them. And then we ended up in Exile, which I so far, I haven't like had a chance really to like get to know everybody yet, but everybody so far has been super nice. I really like the emphasis on mental health because that is something that is very important to me. Not only do I coach for the U.S. Army's esports team, but I was also a vet myself, and mental health is a big deal in the veteran community.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's something that is important to me, and the fact that it is a priority here is a big reason why I'm like really happy. Like as far as orgs go, this is it, it it resonates with me. So
Awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, I didn't know about that coaching Discord. But that sounds awesome. So do you still do the your own coaching Discord?
it's really just like a Discord where people come and we just post educational content, and sometimes I'll like make my own on YouTube and post it there. There's not a lot. I think I've only got like 2 videos that are public right now.
Yeah.
Most of my stuff is unlisted and it's like tailored specifically for like the teams that I coach.
Okay.
Because I don't like airing out their strengths or weaknesses for the world to see. I like to keep it unlisted so that it's just between like me and them,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do stream sometimes, not very often anymore. But
Awesome.
That's Coach Jolly.
Well, if you ever, are posting educational content or whatever, we would love to share it and post it so people have access to it. And, if you start getting your Discord rolling up, we'd love to promote that and share that too as well.
Sure, absolutely.
But no, I appreciate all of your, comments and like input and like your background and stuff as well. I feel like kind of old like saying this, but I'm like, I think it's so cool that we're starting to see a lot of like collegiate teams, and the fact that like I've been able to meet so many people that are now like, oh yeah, we were trying out for a college team and maybe we didn't get in, but we want that experience, and like being able to help in some sort of way is really awesome. But I also just love that like you guys still get to kind of do both, do your college stuff and play for your college team. But then like Johnson said, like being able to find a place like this where you can also call home is really exciting and fun. And so that's great. I'm glad that, we're able to be here and have you guys part of the team. So, I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about it, but what was like the process like for you joining Xzile? I'm not sure if like, there's no like handbook on like how to run an esports org. So obviously I know like our process and how we do things, but how did you guys like the process of joining and coming onto the team? Maybe those of you that have like college experience might talk towards what it's like to join a college team or to try out for a college team as well. I think that would be really helpful for maybe some of the viewers.
I'll go ahead and start again. For me, the whole process of joining the team, it's always nerve-wracking when you're trying out for a new team, especially one that's attached to an org, whether it's big, small, new, or old, well-known, anything like that. It's always nerve-wracking, but you just gotta put everything that any doubts you have in the back of your mind, play your game, and if they like you, they'll pick you up, and yeah. But that much aside, apart from the nerves, getting to know everyone as I was going through the tryout process, and then everything else as I was accepted onto the team and everything like that, it was a very enjoyable experience. I've been on teams in the past where it's like you just say, hey, I'm interested in joining, and they're like, okay, cool, you're on the team, our next scrim is whenever. And then I've been on some where it's like you go through the tryout process, and like any sort of management coaching they have, it's not a fun experience to be with. So Xzile is definitely one of the better teams, orgs that I've played with, and gone through the whole process with.
Sometimes you're lucky if you have a team manager at all.
That is very true as well.
I've had situations like that where it's like the team captain, and then I come in as coach, and the captain and the coach are expected to do everything on that end.
Yep.
It's
Pingu or Johnson, any thoughts on maybe sharing like your college experience?
During tryouts, generally speaking, I would recommend not focusing so hard on your gameplay. Just play how you normally would, calm how you would normally. If you have experience, use that. But if you don't, it's okay not to. It's something that you can learn very easily. When I tried out, it was very hard for me to calm because I'd had no clue as to like how to talk and make callouts. Being in a collegiate team helps you learn like those callouts, and as well as joining just teams to scrim with, you'll learn it fairly quickly.
Yeah, I agree with Johnson. When I first tried out for my team, I was just very socially awkward. I didn't know how to talk to my teammates, so I was just really quiet most of the time. And it came back to punish me because I didn't make it because I was just no common. But I think it's just important to be just relaxed.
Yeah,
no need to stress about anything, you know?
perfect. Do you feel like now that you've like had that tryout and then you also obviously tried out here and you've played with newer people, do you feel like that experience too has kind of helped you kind of grow and like learn those comms and stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, after trying for this team, I've become a little more comfortable just being myself, being open, talking like just normally. I calm wise, I mean, I know how to calm in the game because I've just been surrounded by a lot of people who are like higher ranked than me. They've got experience in the collegiate scene. I've just been surrounded by them, so I've just kind of absorbed their information. But
Yeah.
it's just the lack of confidence just kind of biting me in my ankle.
No. You're so good. I love watching you all play. I will say like I am not the most obviously experienced in Overwatch and so sometimes I feel a little lost, but I love watching you all play and I think all of you are such great players. Um do you so I mean this might be a personal question, but would you try out for your college team again
But yeah,
after?
definitely.
Oh, nice.
Because most of the players on my college team that were
Mhm.
on the team are like pretty close friends. We're friends since like high school.
Ooh, awesome.
It's just they were playing Overwatch before me, and they're the people that got me into Overwatch. Because I played Valorant before I started playing Overwatch,
Oh
and
my
I was gonna
god.
try out for my college's Valorant team,
Mhm.
but I decided not to.
Okay. Pingu lore. Let's go.
Yeah.
He was a
Yep. I
Valorant
was a
player.
Yep. I was a Valorant frog.
Love that. Well, that's awesome. Jolly, do you have like any input on, I guess, what, I already forgot what my question was too. The process of like
Joining the
joining.
org.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like this is the least interesting question for me, just
Mhm.
because I was kind of like brought in, just kind of like
You were
like the
dragged
Coven girls
in.
just the Coven girls just kind of dragged me on. They're like, yeah, we like you, we're keeping you. I don't know why. I feel like I just show up and tell them what they're doing wrong half the time, and
That's so important, though. That's so important.
That's
I know.
literally the most important part.
I just sit there and I go, Rocky, everything you're doing, stop that.
No, not everything.
I'd be like, all right, I'm done breathing, bro. I give up. This guy doesn't know what I want.
No. I'd say that it's not like that. I just
It's not like
Yeah.
that.
yeah. No,
Tough love, tough love.
yeah, I just like to tease them a bit. But yeah, no, that really is all it is. They did all the legwork finding Exile. I just show up and yeah, I coach.
Mhm.
It's been pretty straightforward for me. Um, they asked me, I mean, I talked to you guys a bit about the joining process, but other than that,
Mhm.
it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple,
Yep.
and here I am.
Awesome. I will also say like when we started Exile, we were primarily Apex and have like grown from there and have had a variation of like Overwatch teams, and so it's been really nice to have a little bit more of like a stability. And so I know that we're still trying out people and bringing people at least on for our Reverence team, but for Coven, it was a little bit different in the sense that Rocky, who's in chat now. So you want to go back and say what you said earlier, Coach? No, I'm just kidding.
Rocky, everything you're doing, stop it. Stop what you're doing.
Terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
Good advice. Good advice.
I know he was dogging me. Oh no. Oh no, I'm just kidding. But with the girls, like Rocky, sorry to expose Rocky a little bit because she's not even here to like fully talk about it. But as like the owner of an org, I kind of looked at our rosters, and we have the Apex team, we have our Overwatch team, and we have been working on building a Valorant team. But at one point we did have a Valorant team, so throughout the org we have had 3 competitive teams, and it can be a lot to help manage and like balance everything and make sure that like all of our teams are happy and like in a good place. And so when Rocky came to me about Coven, I was just like, I don't know, can we take on another team? Like, is that gonna be a lot of extra work that maybe like we just don't have the manpower for? And I will say I was extremely impressed. Rocky had come before to potentially try out for our team before we had the rank requirement. And then I believe she tried again when we changed out and had 2 different teams at one point. And then she tried again as a content creator, I believe. And so her coming to me again with Coven, I was like, okay, I see like her dedication, her drive, like the fact that she really wants to be here, and that was really impressive to me. And when she came to talk to me about it, she's like, we have a full team, we have subs, we have a coach, we have a manager, like just listed everything, like basically handed me Coven like on a silver platter. And I was like, I feel like I can't walk away from that. Like, and I met the girls and I'm like, they're all so nice, and I think that this will be great to add on. So I will also speak to the fact of, you might not be able to like get onto an org right away. You might not even, be able to get onto your like dream org, but if you just keep trying and keep pushing yourself, keep growing, making it so that like the place you're going to, that you're trying out for, that you're applying for, like be just prepared so that they're not able to like look past all of the hard work that you've personally been doing for yourself. And that goes for like content creators too. Like if you want to be a content creator, start like making content, start being consistent and all of those things, so that they can't refuse you if you're already putting in all of that huge amount of effort in whatever you're doing. Let's see what I feel like I'm missing some of what chat's saying. Yeah, Rocky.
We're just messing with Rocky.
Tank players, hello. Oh, poor cheese. Oh my gosh.
Also, since we have a quick break, Johnson had to step away for a little bit, so.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, he let me know he had to step away for a bit, but he'll be back in a bit.
Okay, sounds good. Play a real role like support is a crazy. Calm, cheese.
I mean, I second that emotion, so.
Yeah, there's some people here that would agree. Alright, let's see. So, why do you think mental health is important to you guys as competitive players? Obviously, mental health is important, or should be important, to everyone in just their personal life. But as a competitive player, how does that affect you and your team?
The main thing is mental health. It can really affect your gameplay in ways you don't even realize. If your mental's like all clouded, then like you might just start rushing plays and end up feeding when your team's not ready to push in. You just make bad plays, and you can start to tilt yourself even more from that, and it just becomes a vicious cycle. I know I personally have had to step away from Overwatch, which has been my favorite game since it came out. I've had to step away from it twice due to other things in my life affecting my mental health to the point that I couldn't enjoy it. So there's there's always a certain point, and you got to know where your limit is. Know when to step away, whether it's for a week, a month, a year. That it'll be here when you come back. Step away, get your mental health right. You'll be playing better. You'll feel better about yourself, and you might enjoy the game more than you did before you left.
Yep. I appreciate
I
you
agree
sharing
with
that.
that. For me, I feel like it just spins like it's like a cycle. It goes all the way back to confidence for me. Like if you're not confident, you're not gonna play well. And like
Yep.
when I get coached by my friends, they always tell me like, "Oh, you could be playing more aggressive. Like just have confidence in yourself. Like you're mechanically gifted. Like you can get away with things certain players can't because of your aim. Like be confident." And sometimes I just forget about it, and I play really passive because I don't know. I just watch a lot of all my inspirations and idols, and I'm like, damn, if I was them, I could be like hitting every shot and just solo win the fight.
Yeah. Well,
But
you don't have to be like
it's
them. You just have to be you.
yeah, it's not a healthy mindset to have, but like it's just a bad habit because I get envious pretty easily.
Yeah. But being like self-aware like that and being able to like look at yourself and know where maybe you were kind of sabotaging yourself is I feel like one of the first steps of being able to like change or fix that mindset and behavior. So it's just like for me I think cuz I'm the same way just like about my personal life or like if I can be completely honest like sometimes even about like running an org, you know, like this is a new experience for me. I'm learning too as I go, and especially at the very beginning, um I was constantly like I don't know, like is this can I do this? Like are we doing this correctly? And being able to like stop myself and say no, like I if I don't know how to do something, I'm going to learn how to do it. If I need backup or if I need people who are more experienced in certain areas to like help teach me, then I'm going to reach out for help and support and like fix that. So it's not like those thoughts necessarily like just disappear, right? Like into the air. Like I still have self-confidence issues or like that idea of what's the word I'm looking for? Imposter syndrome. I still feel those things, but being able to be like, okay, wait, that was a negative thought, and I need to like break that down and push past it and do what I have to try to push past it. And then now we're here a year later celebrating, right, that we've come so far and being able to sit here and listen to you guys talk so highly about like all the work that we've been doing. It's like, okay, we're doing something right, we're on the right track, we just have to keep pushing past it. So I think the same way with you, Pingu, you have to be able to like acknowledge that like that those negative thoughts are not facts, you know, they're opinions that you're thinking on yourself, and like being able to stop and like break that down and like push past it is definitely something like, you know, you can work on, other players could probably work on. But yeah, thank you though for sharing. I know it's not easy to call yourself out, but like Cheese said, keep your head up, King.
It gets hard when the ground is heavy.
That's what I'm saying. Jolly, did you have any input?
As for mental health being important for competitive players,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, especially as a coach, I feel like one of the things that people don't tell you as a coach, especially in esports, because before I was a like Overwatch coach, I was actually like a I mean, I'm just gonna call the title. I was a combatives instructor in the army, which is just like the hand-to-hand combat, which mostly centers around jujitsu. But it's very different. And that was something I wasn't like prepared for because like in like physical like contact sports, you know, you want to like get people amped up and whatnot. I don't want to do that for esports players because I don't want them to punch their monitor. Um, you know, so I feel like a lot of like what I've had to do as a coach, what I've had to figure out is like a lot of it's about soothing, keeping
Mhm.
people calm and in their happy place, and like mental health. If things aren't balanced in their personal lives, it's going to be so much harder to do that. Um, so yeah, I like, especially with my coaching, I like to put an extra emphasis on that whole side of things because you have to balance out the other aspects of your life if you want to be able to get in the quote unquote flow state, which is what is needed for something like esports. So yeah, because I mean your mental health affects every aspect of your life, even if it's just 1% every day. I mean, that's that's still 1% that you're not getting back. You know, I mean, so you gotta you can't you can't ignore it. That's for sure. So
Yep, I agree. Um, Johnson, I think you're back, right?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome back. We were talking about why is mental health important as a comp player. Do you have any like input or insight on that?
I don't know if this has already been said
You're
before,
good.
but mental health is seriously important if you want to compete competitively. Mental health legitimately can swing matches. A reason why like the Overwatch League has so many 3-0s is because once they get past that first map, they're mentally boomed. It's after you're mentally boomed, you're completely. It's you've practically lost the entire series. When you're playing, and the same goes for scrims and such too. What you need to really realize when you get like angry and stuff on video games and stuff, it really hinders your performance. And I'm a personal person who or personally, I'm someone who suffers from that at times.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I agree. It's like that mental fortitude as well. Like we look at video games and we're like, oh, you know, this is like our happy place. This is where we come and like have fun with our friends and play games, and it's all like a good time. But when you start getting into competitive play, you are now like playing with a team. You have a strategy. Like you may not be playing on your favorite hero or you know, playing your favorite maps or whatever the case may be. Like you're doing it to specifically like win games, and it can easily be a place where you could get extremely frustrated with yourself or with your teammates as well. And obviously there's just some people who are very competitive people, which are usually the people who end up being competitive players, obviously. But you know, it can be easily extremely frustrating. And when you start to like check out mentally, then things start to slip through. Um, and maybe something you say or the way you act might affect the rest of the team. And now the whole event is like kind of chalked if you're not all fully locked in and ready to go. But also just like the lifespan of like playing for so much longer in that like flow state that Jolly was talking about is extremely difficult. And it might not be like a physical sport, like we're physically running and I'm getting tired, but you're physically performing at a higher level for an extremely long time, just like sitting down looking at your screen. That as well can be extremely draining. And so being able to like practice and stay calm and stay focused on the end goal is like super important and not easy to do. So that's why everyone pretty much made a comment about like your personal life. It's I don't want to compare it to like a job, but it's often like a job in the sense of when you get to work, you don't bring your personal stuff to work. You know, when you come to compete, you don't bring your personal stuff when you're going to come to compete. You leave that at the door so that you can be fully prepared and ready, and locked in. And it's okay to take breaks. Again, I don't know how other esports orgs or teams run their departments, but that's always been something super important to us. If people need breaks, all we ever ask is that you just tell us that you're taking a break. No questions asked. You tell us tell us how much time you think you need. If you actually want to talk through problems, you can talk through them with us, and we will never hold any of that against anybody as a player. There's been times where people take a day off, a week off, a month off, and we do what we can to, like, you know, put things in place so that we are able to get through the obligations that we have, and then hopefully be able to bring you back and welcome you back with open arms. So I think with anything, just like communication is super important as well. But let's see, I know Jolly has to leave in a bit, around like 15 minutes. It said like an hour.
Yeah.
Let's see, what are some things that you guys do to like stay grounded, or focused during like stressful situations? Are there any techniques or things that you use to help yourself?
We can, if we want to let Jolly go first on this one, since he's the one on a time constraint here. We don't want to keep him by yapping too much.
Got it.
I mean, I have a very, like, cheesy martial artist way of thing that I just focus on my breathing.
Okay.
Just focus on my breathing. That's it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Focus on my breathing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bad
Distract your mind. Basically, if we're in a scrim, in a match, or even just in a ladder game, and I find myself getting a little stressed out, I like to just mentally take a step back, look at everything, and just go, whether it's to myself, my teammates, my duo partner, whoever, just be like, okay, it may not be going right, but we got this, we can turn it around, and just like try and find positivity wherever I can in the situation to get myself through it.
Nice. Pingu, any thoughts?
I don't really have a way to calm myself down.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Play more Overwatch. That'll do it.
I don't know about that one.
Keep playing
I don't
till you
know.
get numb to it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really get nervous like that often.
Okay,
I kind of just play the game.
got it.
I'm
You
just so focused on the game. I don't really have time to get nervous.
Yeah, I'm under the ideology that if you drink enough small poison, you're immune to poison eventually.
That's so real.
Got it. Yeah, well, I like the breathing techniques, being able to like calm yourself down. I've also often told players to, you know, like, I know you can't just walk away from an Overwatch match, but maybe like take a second if you can to like walk away and like take your headset off, just breathe a little bit, walk around, and like come back with like a more clear-minded thoughts, and be able to get back in with your teammates. I also think like it's super helpful to try to remind yourself that like any feedback that either your coach or your captain or your teammates are giving you is coming from a good place, and understand that like a lot of the times people are giving you this feedback because they know that you can be better and work harder and push yourself to be better. And it's not anything personal within the game. It's about the game. It's not personal. And so I think it's kind of hard sometimes. People might take the situation very personal, and I think that's a big thing to remember. that it's the game. It's a game, not personal at all. But let's see. So is there anything, I guess before you leave, Jolly, anything you want to add about either mental health or anything about Xzile that you love about being here, or whatever? Any parting
I feel like
wisdom?
I kind of I feel like I kind of actually like said too much when I in the first question. Because yeah, I mean the thing I really like about Exile so far is it's the focus on mental health, because like we've talked about, it's, I mean, it connects to everything, every aspect of our life, our physical health, our performance in game, our jobs, relationships, and if you don't have balance in it, then it's gonna throw the rest of it out of whack. So, um, yeah, so the importance there is, or the emphasis that Exile places on it is, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. So
Good. I'm glad.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate you for, coming by and hanging out with us. We'll definitely have to try to set a different date so that maybe some of the Coven girls can come on. So maybe we'll be seeing Jolly again on a different podcast. But we appreciate you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna boogie now.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
You got boogie bombed.
Take care, Jolly.
Yeah.
Boogie
See ya.
bombed.
Thanks for having me.
Alright guys, so is there anything that you want to add about like something that you really like about Exile? Any like fun memories you've had while being here?
I love the fact that we play Overwatch 2 here.
That's like something very special about us.
I love it so much.
He says that while gritting his teeth.
Yeah.
No, I got a fat grin on my face.
But no, I've enjoyed. We've been through a couple different iterations of the team since I've been part of the org, and each one I've enjoyed playing with them. I'm still friends with people from previous iterations, and if you've ever seen any of the previous Exile tournaments for Overwatch, or the one that's going to be coming later this week, Cheese was the tank of the Exile team at one point, and me and him still play in tournaments together for fun.
Yep.
So I think it's been very nice being able to meet all sorts of nice people, cool people, hang around with the org. It's kind of helped me come out of my shell a little bit as well, because you might not know it just from experience talking to me or within the org or whatever, but I actually have severe social anxiety. Like, I hate talking to people that I don't know. It's just something I've dealt with pretty much since my teenage years, and I've been getting over it. I go out and do hobbies and stuff, put myself out of my comfort zone. But there's times where it's just like, if I'm around people I don't know, I literally just sit in a corner and kind of keep to myself and don't say anything unless someone specifically asks me something.
Me.
So
That's so me.
it's been nice to be able to come out of my shell a little bit, just being part of the org, whether it's people hanging out in a voice chat, I can come in and say hello, they all say hi, and we just chat and hang out, or whether it's if me and like Val or me or Cheese are playing in a voice chat, other people will come in, say hi to us, hang out and talk, and we're able to just be ourselves while having fun and hanging out.
Yeah. No, I love that. Building our community.
I kind of rambled there a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I appreciate the input. Johnson, do you have any thoughts?
No thought, brain empty.
Got it. Understood.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Jimmy,
No,
come
I appreciate that because that's like one of my favorite things, I think, as well as the CEO, is being able to like see you all hang out with each other and see, aw, kitty.
This is
Dis-
my cat Jimin.
Distraction.
He's a very, very big love ball.
Love that. Very cute. um but no, like building that community has been huge for us. And so when I get to see you all like hanging out, playing together in a VC, it just makes me so happy. Whenever I see like multiple groups, like the other day I think you all were playing Overwatch, there was a handful of people playing Valorant, and then some people watching like movies. It just like made me so happy because I'm like, oh my god, like we're doing something right. Like there's people here doing all sorts of games and things and having fun. So I'm glad that we're able to like provide that space. We've always said there's like kind of three pillars of Exile, which is our competitive teams, our content creators, and then our community. And I know that sometimes it may seem like we are focused on one thing, but we do try our best to make sure that we emphasize the each pillars and support our competitive teams, our content creators, and our community. So I'm super happy that you guys, you know, have a place that you can come hang out. But also it's like never been a requirement either that like people don't have to you know, do all of those things. You can come and just, you know, do your role as far as like be a competitor and like grow and learn and hone your skills in that area. But also if you wanted to, we also have all these other cool things that we do here in the org. So I'm happy about that. And obviously I'm happy that we have our old some of our old players still come and hang out. I think Cheese missed when you were being so nice to him, so
Yeah, Cheese completely missed me shouting him out.
yep. Sorry, Cheese, we're deleting the VOD, it's being burned, you'll never know the kind things he said.
Yeah, we don't talk nice about cheese.
But
Cheese
yeah.
is good. Cheese is life.
Cheese is life. That's a statement for sure. But no, it's been great to like see the team kind of form and be built, and hopefully soon we'll be able to have a full roster and start playing more in like tournaments and seeing the team like really shine. But yeah, we do tournaments here at Exile as well, and all of the boys have played in them. Any comments that you guys want to make about like our tournaments that we've run? Because I know all of you have brought, like you have either brought your own team or have played with other community members before.
Yeah, the tournaments are super fun. They're always a good time, whether it's charity tournaments, whether it's the small prize pool tournaments, or just for fun tournaments, just to have something to do as a community. They're always lots of fun. They build up so much hype. Everyone always cheers everyone on. Everyone has a good time. So.
Yep.
I agree.
Guys.
I agree. The tournaments are really fun.
Yeah, they're fun. I like them.
Yeah, you all have brought your own personal teams before too.
Yeah.
As well, so that's been fun to see you guys shine with like your friends, or I think Johnson, you brought your collegiate team one time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome to be able to see and
I
kind of
also
like.
brought my collegiate team.
Okay.
It's just a collegiate versus collegiate team.
So you're just sweats. Okay, we get it.
Yup. I had to
No.
leave some up because they didn't fit the requirements of like. Because if I brought the whole team, we would have like 3 GMs.
Oh,
Couldn't
okay.
have that.
No. You gotta
So I
make
brought-
it fun for
brought
some
some-
of
brought-
us.
Brought some friends, and then like half the roster was collegiate team.
Nice. No, it was super fun. That specific tournament was a lot of fun to be able to see you all like kind of bring in your outside friends and be able to like cheer you on as individuals. And then when you guys are up against each other, it was like, where do we go? Where do we look? So that was super entertaining. So hopefully we get to see that again, because that would be fun.
We getting first rounded. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. And also I think it's cool that Bad Wolf usually brings like community members and like gets the community more involved as well, and so like brings players that may not have as much experience, but players that are at least like are interested in Overwatch, see the hype that's like around it, and want to like come have fun. So our tournaments really have like a place kind of for everyone. Obviously it's still a tournament at the end of the day, so there will be sweats that come out. But it can still be a lot of fun, and you never know what's gonna happen. We have seen some of the sweats get first rounded, so it happens. It does happen. But yeah, we are, again, like I said, we're celebrating Xzile and celebrating our 1 year anniversary. It's been so exciting. We've had our competitive teams, content creators, our community events. So I was counting the other day, believe it or not, for once we complete August, we will have run 14 different tournaments. And I'm just like, oh my god, where did like all that time go? That's so crazy. So 14 different tournaments. That's not including our TDM nights, our community nights, our movie nights, the Minecraft server. I don't know if you guys were here for our Minecraft. I know Bad Wolf was, but I don't think you played in it. But we had a Minecraft server.
I didn't play in it, but I remember it.
We had a huge Cobblemon Minecraft server that was so much fun. We had so many different people show up for that as well. And so it's just been crazy to like see all of it come to fruition. And this is just the beginning. We're super excited to keep going and keep pushing and keep learning. We've come to the point of, growing our teams and starting to even reach out to like sponsors to get kind of some support for our teams as well. So we appreciate everyone who's joined us in the journey, all of our competitive teams, our players, and then obviously, you three for sticking it out with us for so long as well. Even not having a full team, the fact that you are still here and like still believe in the team and us finding like the perfect five so you guys can go on to do some greater things is awesome. But to celebrate you, before we go, we made a Overwatch highlights video. Let me see if I can get it pulled up on my stream. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and close out our cameras from the view. I'm not sure if you guys watched the video already. So I put it out on Monday because we were supposed to do the podcast Monday, but like we've talked about, mental health, happens when it happens, and I just had oh shoot, that was so loud. I just had a pretty bad busy weekend that just kind of drained me, and so we had to push it back. So the video has been out, but I wanted to show it on stream, and then I'll share it on my screen too.
Do you mind if I go for a bit? Cause I low-key have a scrim today.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the video.
Yep.
I'll watch it later. It'll be awesome.
We'll send
Make sure
the
y'all
link
watch
in
that
chat.
video. The best.
Thank you. You have a good night and good luck.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace out, Johnson.
See ya.
Let me share my screen too, also in Discord, so you guys can watch along with it. And then display, maybe. Okay, here we go. Alright, chat, you ready for the highlight video? I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit, because I think it's gonna be kind of loud. We shall see. Thank you, Jolly, for the follow. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna play it.
If you lit, make a pit in the crowd. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch down. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch down. If you lit, make a pit in the crowd. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch. We came here to fuck shit up and tear this bitch. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch. If you lit, make a pit in the crowd. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch down. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch down. If you lit, make a pit in the crowd. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch. Fuck the club up, tear this bitch.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh man. That was I loved making that video. I loved making the videos for the 1 year anniversary. So I'm so happy that I finally get to show you. But yeah, that was awesome. Shout out to all of our players, our amazing Overwatch players. Pingu, I have to say, like, that Widow clip, oh my god.
I did not like the Widow clip. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
To me, that Widow clip is so like, to me, is so mediocre. I think it's because I hold myself to such a high standard. Ah, dude, I don't know why I sent that one. Oh my god.
I mean, it's a 5K with 3
It's
of
a
them being
5K,
headshots.
but like, I don't know.
Oh.
It just looks
You
so
can't get much better than that.
It could get
Mm-mm.
much better. I'm not gonna lie. I like.
You know I enjoy myself some Widowmaker, and I
Oh
think it
my
was a good clip.
gosh.
It was such a good clip. Holy shit. I was like, oh wow. I will say, since you added those other clips, I definitely want to make some TikToks with your clips that you sent. 2 of them were so funny. So I definitely want to hopefully make some TikToks and shout you out a little bit on TikTok.
Yeah, I got some funny clips.
Also,
I
I'm
got
so
some funny
sad because
clips.
I got a really good clip like last week, and it's like, man, I really want to send this in, but I think the video's already done.
Yeah, if there's one thing to know about me, like if we're saying like, oh, we're gonna do something, whatever, like I got it done a month earlier. Like I am like I have to, but I have to because like there's just so much that we do, and so like I have to stay on top of things. So yeah, I felt so bad because I think you had sent another one too. I think did you send it? Somebody
I
sent a
did
clip.
send one because I was playing with the Coven girls, and I got a pretty good clip that I sent.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. And then also I got some clips from the Coven girls afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. I already finished it. Like it's done. Like I'm like, if I have some time, I'll try to, add some of it. And then I got sick, so it's like I didn't have the time. But if you send it anyway, like we'll try to post it either on Twitter or TikTok in some kind of way to highlight you all. But yeah, it was fun editing the video and like looking at all your clips, and then also like hard to decide what do I use. But I swear, Pingu, that one I was like, I have to use this one. It's like the best clip ever. Like what? Every time I watch it, I get hyped. I'm like, oh my god, I want to be an Overwatch player. I want to be like Pingu when I grow up. But yeah, again, like I said, I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out and doing the podcast episode with me. I'm glad. I feel like it's a long time coming, especially Bad Wolf. Like you've been with the org for so long, and we appreciate you. And I'm glad that you've been able to come on and be a captain. I feel like there is someone that we definitely have to shout out and talk about because he is such a huge part of our Overwatch department. So before you go, I think we have to hype up Valentine for a little bit and talk about him. But those of you who don't know, our team also has a manager slash coach. Since day one, pretty much, Valentine has been here with Xzile, and when I met Val, he was like, I'm gonna help coach because my friend's asking me to, but I don't know about all this org stuff. Like, I don't know, it seems a little like complicated, seems like a lot, like I don't know about that. I just want to coach. And so we started off having him in that role. And then as time went on, I just kind of won him over, brought him to the dark side, and was like, come on, Val, like, there's so much you can do for the team, and whatever you want will help. So it's been really nice to see him then come in and, like, be officially signed and part of Xzile as a manager. And at least, like, behind the scenes, for like management wise, like Val has helped us a lot as an org, not only to like run and create a team and be a part of creating all these rosters and roster changes that we've had, but Val is the one who writes up the rules and tournament style for all of our Overwatch tournaments. He runs lobbies for our Overwatch tournaments, adds commentation to our tournaments. he gives advice to us, whether it be about Apex or just how we're running the org. I can always count on Val to like have very sound input and the best like interest for the org in mind. And I see him in chat now, so I hope you're blushing, because Val, you are amazing. I don't know where we would be without you. I know that our Overwatch department would not be as strong as it is without you. And even though primarily our background is in Apex, our Overwatch events are the ones that bring the most support, the most hype, the most excitement. We gain most of our like followers and subscribers from our Overwatch event. So I hope that not even for a second that I make you guys feel that it's about Apex or anything like that. Like, we love our Apex, our Overwatch, and our Valorant departments all of the same, and we appreciate all of you guys so much for everything that you do. And Val is definitely a huge part of that. I don't know if you guys can speak towards like his management or coaching, but I would love to like highlight some cool things that you guys like about him.
Yeah, no, ever since I've joined the team, which I joined the team late last year, I think it was December of last year, was when I became part of the org. Yeah, ever since I've joined the team and been part of the org, he's always been very thorough in pretty much everything that we would need a manager to do. And there's a lot of nights where if we're not scrimming, if I'm just on Overwatch, he'll jump in a voice chat with me and we'll just play some games, have some fun, chill out together. And a lot of times after scrims, we'll just sit and talk for an hour or two just about random nonsense, just because, hey, why not? So,
Yep.
and even when he was out of town, even when he's sick, even when he had no power for a week,
Yep.
he was still able to get us what we needed, whether it was scrims, ringers, and everything. And he was able to get that for us and then pass everything along to me so that I could get it set up and make sure it actually happened.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, I love Valentine. He's super chill.
He is. I told him he should have been here, and he was like, no, let the boys have their like moment and like let them kind of shine. And I was like, you're part of the boys, like it's one and the same. But like I said, we appreciate Valentine for everything that he's done for our Overwatch department, and then even like past that, like Bad Wolf said, he's always there to lend a listening ear. He thinks very logically too, so it's been very helpful to like hear his thoughts as like an outsider, and where I think a lot of in the gray and in our emotions, Val's very like black and white. And it's extremely helpful. It's definitely something that we need, and so I'm so glad that he's part of the org, and he is a huge part of why we are so successful, and I feel like not a lot of people know that. And I think he likes it kind of that way, just like but still, Valentine, thank you. We are very lucky to have you part of the team. I'm glad that you feel like you can always come to us and share your inputs and your thoughts, and that we can just continue to grow in our, in your department in Overwatch. And here's to hopefully another great year of growth and celebration. But yeah, I appreciate both of you for hanging out and vibing with me on the podcast. Are there any other things you guys want to talk about? Maybe chat. Are there any questions that you want to ask? of the boys.
I do want to call out Nurs real quick because
Okay.
in the video she sent in a clip against me and Cheese from the first Overwatch tournament.
Yeah, I saw Cheese got sat down. Yup.
Damn, we got some beef going on.
But,
That's so
no,
funny.
I just saw that and I thought it was so funny that she sent in a clip against us. I loved it though.
Yep, it's that competitive spirit that you guys have. But yeah, if chat, you don't have any questions for the Overwatch team or just about Overwatch in general, or mental health, then I'll let the boys be free and go eat their dinner and relax. No, I just love them, She-Hulk said. Good, I'm glad. Alright. Well, wait, let's see. As soon as I said I want to call out, it felt like I was turning. Is he the father? No. Fight. Oh my god. No fights, no fights, no fights. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for hanging out and vibing with me and the chats. Thank you so much. I'll probably just wrap up the stream and shout out like all of our events coming up, and then we'll raid somebody. But thank you again, Bad Wolf and Pingu and Johnson and Jolly, for yapping with me.
Thank you for
No
having us.
problem.
It's very much a pleasure being able to be on here and talk about our background a little bit and about the importance of mental health.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, you guys have a good night.
Have a good night. Take care, everyone.
I heckin' love Overwatch.
Why does it sound like he's blinking twice? Like there's someone there with like a gun or something. Like, are you good, Pingu?
Yeah, I love playing Overwatch. That's my favorite game out right now.
God damn.
I just can't stop playing it.
You were playing League.
What are you talking about? I was actually on Overwatch.
Uh-huh.
I was actually on Overwatch the entire day.
Sure. League team win. Thoughts?
Never.
Oh my God.
Never.
Take care, Morbid.
Bye, guys. Oh, alright, chat. Let me turn on my camera while I yap. While I keep yapping to you for a little bit. Oh, lovely. The camera's not gonna show. Actually, we can just go to my... I think this one's... Woohoo! Just chatting. Face cam. Cheese, be our league coach. Okay. Idea. Hear me out. This is my hear me out. Chaos the King, league manager. Cheese, league coach. Thoughts? Concerns? If we want that to go, put one in chat. One in chat. If that's what we want. We'll make it happen. I'm silver, bro. It's crazy. Let me open up the right. I swear, every time I'm gonna raid, I open up my personal channel. Like a dummy. 3? What? Many concerns? Whoa, wow. Nah, there's some haters in chat. There are some haters in chat. That's crazy. Chaos doesn't even want to be the manager, but the fact that Avery said no, I think makes him mad. Alright, it was a great stream. Okay, so we have some things coming up. Please stick around. Don't leave, because I want to raid, and we want to raid someone. Hopefully, like, in the org. So, don't leave, chat. But we have an Overwatch tournament coming up here soon. Let me get the documents. Okay. We have, oops. Which one did I go to? Nope. Here. Okay. We have an Overwatch tournament coming up soon. We have 3 teams signed up, so we have 3 more spots. If you want to sign up, you can go into the Discord and get connected and sign up that way. If you're looking for a team, you can put looking for team in the Discord as well. There is a $50 prize pool, so the first team winner will win $10 each. But we'll also be doing giveaways, so there will be giveaways for anyone who participates. If you sign up and you play, you will be entered in a giveaway to win some prize money as well. So we're very excited about that. If you're interested in that, go sign up now. And then we also have the celebration doesn't stop there. No, it does not. We just had an amazing Valorant tournament, which was super fun. So this weekend on the 17th, we'll have our Overwatch tournament. And then on the 24th, we have our Apex tournament, and it is a random royale. So any rank except for Pred players can come and play, sign up. We will give you randomized teams, so you will have a new teammate every game. You'll be able to get to know the community better, maybe make some new friends. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we have prize money for the first, second, and third place winners, and then we also have a giveaway to do as well. So we're very excited. I hope to see you guys in these events. If you participated in the Valorant tournament, you want to make sure to sign up for the Overwatch and Apex tournament, because we will also be doing a huge giveaway for someone, well, okay, maybe not huge, but a bigger giveaway than we usually do for people who sign up for all 3 of our events and come support us. So we appreciate you. We're celebrating 1 year of Xzile Esports, and I wouldn't want to be a part of, anything else but to come support and have fun with our teams. So please sign up if you're able to. We would love to see you. It's a lot of fun. Come make some new friends, vibe out. It's gonna be great. All right. Also, you should know that we will be having, let's see, we will be having what am I thinking about? Videos. The YouTube videos. We will be posting YouTube videos all month that are here to shout out and celebrate everyone within the org. So if you haven't already, there's a video of me, CEO. We just released our Overwatch video. We're going to post an Apex video next week, but then we also have videos to celebrate our mod team and our staff. So make sure that you stick up with Twitter, YouTube, and go support those videos. We appreciate it so much. I participated in every event before I joined. The admin team can vouch they are fun events. Yes, they definitely are. A good time. Oh, I was putting in chat to raid Xzile Esports. It's cooked, chat. It is so cooked. Alright. We are gonna go raid one of our content creators. He has been with the org also since day 1. So we appreciate Spets. He is scrimming right now and trialing for his own competitive Apex team. So not only is he a content creator, but now he's starting to get into the competitive Apex scene. So let's go wish him some luck. Wish his team some luck, that they may definitely shine and do well in their scrims today. And who knows, it's a tryout, so we'll see how everything works out for him. But we love him, we support him. He's an amazing asset to the esports org, so go send him some love. If you don't follow, definitely follow him. He is primarily an Apex player, so you know, it might not be your cup of tea if you're an Overwatch player, but he is a wonderful, great friend of ours, and always fun to just go and chat with. If you ever see him live late nights, you can just go in there and talk about anything, and he will vibe out and enjoy, you know, spending time with you. But we will see you in the next one. I appreciate you guys so much. We will be live again on Saturday with an Overwatch tournament. Come watch Rod put on a great show. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, chat.